Fight! Cyrax. Round one. Fight! Cabal. Round one. Fight! Shiva. Round one. Fight! Yeah! Yeah! Superb. Shang Tsung. Round one. Fight! Liu Kang. Round one. Fight! Superb. Kano. Round one. Fight! Well done. Sonya. Round one. Fight! Jax. Round one. Fight! Superb. Fight! Superb. Sub-Zero. Round one. Fight! Striker. Round one. Fight! Sindel. Fight! Superb. Sector. Round one. Fight! Cyrax. Round one. Fight! Well done. Cabal. Round one. Fight! Well done. Shiva. Round one. Fight! Shang Tsung. Round one. Fight!
What's up? What's up, everybody? Sorry I'm 1 minute late. I went and shared the stream in about 3 or 4 different places. Every last viewer we can get for this horse and barrel race. Let me know if my volume's alright. Welcome, everybody. I don't speak Spanish. Welcome to our Spanish viewers. ¿Cómo está? I think we're just about ready here. Let's see, Rasmus, I see you're in the chat. What's up, man? Good to see you. The Awesomeness Destroyer saying, hey. I appreciate that. I'm a huge fan of you being a fan of me. I like it. Positive vibes. Alright, get that tail banned, alright? I'm gonna ban you, Rasmus. Talking trash. Anyway, guys. We're going to go ahead and get started on MK3. This is vanilla MK3. I'll be reading and responding to your comments as usual. So if you got questions, comments, whatever it is, just drop it in the chat. We'll have a good time. MK3 has like 3 or 4 more characters than MK2. So it may take us longer. It may not. I'm just going to do normal difficulty. And I'm going to do just the beginner tower because this is a lot of characters to get through. It may take longer because there's more characters, but it actually might take less because the CPU isn't quite as bad in MK3. Vanilla. Ultimate MK is another game, but vanilla is just kind of eh. It's not very tough. And the three games, what they do, like 3 and Ultimate, the CPU will eventually show pity on you. Like if you continue enough times, it will get easy for like a round or 2 until you beat it, and then it shoots back up to hard. I think it was designed that way to keep people wasting as much money as possible playing. But anyway, I digress. I'm having a hard time beating the AI in Third Strike and wanted a video guide like you did in MK. I'm not very good at Third Strike. I'm not really good at Street Fighter in general. Usually I can beat it fairly consistently up and towards Gil. So we might load up Third Strike in a week or so once we get done with MK and just see what we can do with it. I'm sure it's just like any other fighting game. You can find a trick to beat it. So let me make sure that the stream's caught up. It is. Today I'm using the Hori Wrap instead of a pad, so hopefully no controller glitches this week. Anyway, let's go. Let's get started. So we're going to just start here at the top left with Shang Tsung. Hey Igor, how you doing? Good to have you here. S5, I assume that's Season 5, something. Season 5 of Friends. Oh, we're starting on the graveyard. It's like my favorite. I don't know what I'm doing with Shang Tsung. The 2-player version, I'm pretty sure, is just an emulation of the arcade, so it should be the same. It should be. Let's see, I believe, yeah. This is the one I'm going to get a lot of mileage out of. What's a fatality? I don't even know. Down, forward, forward, down. Okay. Does the continue what? Oh, I think so actually. I think it still does. What it'll do is it like, we'll probably do UMK3 next week, and what you'll see it, because eventually I'll get stuck on some character. And like after 4 or 5 matches, it'll actually drop the difficulty down to a lower setting. It's really handy when you get to the endurance matches. What's his stage? Not fast enough. Oh Lord, no. I'm not. I really just want to do the classic games. For sure, this and UMK, and I'll consider doing 4. I'll consider it. But don't hold me to that, because 4 is trash. And I haven't really played 4 enough to know. If I remember correctly, you just beat it with a lot of like jump kicks, if I remember correctly. Hey, Ribbon Mike, what's up? We got to finish our playthrough. If you guys would be interested, I would legit play through that. I own a copy of that game, so it wouldn't be hard at all to play through that. Just toss a disc in the computer and boot up PC SX2. I mean, yeah, 4 is completely playable. It's just not my favorite entry. Oh. That throw, man. I don't know much about Baraka because I never got to play Gold until I was older and I had the computer to emulate it. But I used to own MK4 on the N64. I sold it to GameStop, which I regret doing. I wish I had kept it, but I sold it for whatever the latest game was at the time. Like Assassin's Creed 64 or something like that. Ow. There we go. Making good progress. It's what, 4 minutes and we're already up to Motaro? Almost. Occasionally you can get the AI to stand up into that last fireball, but really? I'll have to check that out next time I come see you. I don't know why. I guess it's because everybody loves 1, 2, and 3 that like collectors have started to eat them all up. Because like every time I've seen an MK cabinet in the wild in my state, it's always MK4. And that's the one people want the least, but it's everywhere. I would love to have Mick Fish come in here and talk about whatever it was. The guy knows his stuff. I've had a chat with him on Discord a few times, talked to him. There's a time difference between us, so it'd be a little difficult, but that guy knows his fighters, man. He's a super chill guy. Meanwhile, I'm getting manhandled by Motaro here. Shaolin Monks is a legit fun game. Like, Me and Riven Mike started a playthrough of that game probably like 8 years ago now, and we still haven't finished it. Gosh, that uppercut is terrible. Usually Striker can uppercut him like straight out of midair. The bowling alley in the town I live in had UMK3, but the monitor was busted and you couldn't play it. It was like something was wrong with like half the screen, so you couldn't feasibly play. Yeah, look at those uppercuts whiffing. Like, I'm pretty sure they made his hitbox bigger in UMK3 because you can just uppercut him out of the air for days. Oh, you've got a copy of Shaolin Monks now? Great. I'll bring the memory card when I come see you guys next, and we'll... Okay, I need to know what is his combo here. Oh, it's a high punch, low punch. Okay. Okay. Oh, thanks a lot, run button. Where is my run? There it is. There we go. Oh, look at that. Oh yeah, I wish. Take you 6 years or $6 million to get that at Fusion 10. There's one down. Yeah, this is going a lot faster. Which is fine. It's fine with me. Mace the Dark Age was probably a fairly expensive cabinet if I had to guess. What is this? High punch, high punch. Oh. Low punch, high kick. I don't play much Sindel in the old games. I gotta look up her moves here. I can do this. What we got? Run, run, block, run, block. Did your arcade in the 90s, Rasmus, did it have War Gods? I've seen a War Gods cabinet in person one time and I didn't play it. Should have, but I didn't. Not because it's good, just because I should have played it. Oh, this is a new exploit here, look at that. What comes that? High punch, high punch. Low punch, high kick. Okay. Okay, jump into it again. See if I care. What is it? Where is Viborg? I don't know where that is.
Round one. Fight.
It seems like I played an emulation of Dark Rift, but I always heard it was really bad. What was that? The AI just said no thank you, I don't want to get hit by the screen. Her stage fatality is really easy, it's just down.
Fight.
Oh, I messed it up, and that's my favorite stage too, for stage fatality. Oh well, fatalities just lose us time anyway. Yeah, you need to let him know. Yeah, once I hit it PewDiePie big, I gotta do the Torentsu World Tour. Stop over in Europe and do a press conference with you and Admiral McFish before I go down to South America to see all the MK fans down there. No good.
Wins.
I need to do that. So I can kind of tell him to get off of me with that. The name of that stage is, oddly enough, the bank. I don't know why they were fighting at the bank, but they were. And that stage always gets the shaft. Like when they did MK9, they basically brought all the stories from the stages from MK1 through 3 into MK9, and like they all had like a story purpose, like there was a reason the characters were fighting there. But the bank, when they upgraded to UMK3, they took the bank out. Like they added a bunch of other stages and they took the bank out. And it was also left out of MK9 for whatever reason. Run, run, block, run, block. He's like, fine, I'll just wait till you're done screaming and then I'll ball you. Ow. Nope. And next we have Jax too. I'm not very good with him either. At least we're almost to Motoro. see, I started a combo on him, but the AI was like, oh, the character's in front of me. I can just combo now.
Sindel wins. Round 2. Fight.
Sindel has really stubby legs in this.
Sindel wins. Round 1. Fight.
NBA Jam, but hockey. I've never been a big fan of hockey, but NBA Jam was all the rage around here back in the day. The one most people played around here was MK Hang Time, but NBA Jam was popular too. Whoa, you can hit him with the air fireball in this? Most of the time he reflects projectiles, but he doesn't reflect the air ball. I didn't know that. Lily Munster. I'm never going to be able to unsee that now.
Sindel wins.
Let me beat up on her husband right quick.
Sindel wins.
That was close.
Fight.
I wonder what Leah Montalongo would think if we told her that my fans think she looks like Lily Munster. I can't seem to get the scream to come out. It may be disabled against Shao Kahn because they were too lazy to give him a stun animation. Epilepsy.
Checks. Choose. Outstanding. Round 1. Fight.
Graveyard, such a cool stage. I actually enjoyed Revolution X. Like, that game is the epitome of like 90s games trying to take your money scum, but I actually like it because I like Aerosmith too. So
Jax wins. Round 1. Fight. Jax wins. Round 2. Fight.
oh yeah, the whole game is just straight cheesy camp. I mean, how could you not? Hey Ernest, how you doing? And that movie's gonna be trash.
Fight.
But I'm gonna go see it anyway. It's gonna be pretty bad, I think. Do a bunch of stuff. They had a game called Road Rage, which is like a weird GTA Vigilante 8. I vaguely remember that. I do remember Vigilante 8. I actually own both of those games on PlayStation. That's another one of those Torentsu classics I need to put on the channel. Plays characters like John Torque. Yeah, that's true. Like, there's no way it could beat Annihilation. Although it could, because honestly, like, Annihilation is a bad movie, but because it's bad, it's fun to make fun of. I do believe you can make a movie that's so bad you can't even make fun of it because it's just boring. Like, a good example would be Batman vs. Superman. That movie was just, like, nothing happens. It's like, why am I watching this? Can't even make fun of it. At least like those old goofy Tim Burton movies, you can make fun of them. You got stuff like Robin wearing like the skin tight uniform and stuff you can laugh at, but you know, Batman vs. Superman, that movie's just ugh. Oh yeah, too bad you will die. Unfortunately, the characters I've done so far, the fatalities are really hard to do on a Japanese style fight stick using this Tekken button layout. I mean, yeah, it did, but I would rather just go watch Justice League and read like the summary on Wikipedia than I would have to sit through Batman v Superman. I meant to sweep instead of duck there. Whack. I have projectiles, right? What are his projectiles? Back forward high punch, huh? That's a good little projectile because that is at such a range the AI is not likely to block it, or duck it rather. Kano again. Why do we always get Kano? It's always Kano then Motaro.
Jax wins. Round 2. Fight.
Gotcha.
Jax wins. Round 1. Fight.
For some reason, Jax's auto combo has a block input in it. Like, why? It's annoying. You really want to bust out these auto combos against Motaro. Especially in UMK3 where you can start a combo from a jump in. Can't do that in vanilla.
Jax wins. Round 2. Fight.
Oh boy. Oh, I love that. Yes.
Wins.
That was a sick Motaro fight. Somebody clip that.
Fight.
Ah. I gotta get used to where my run buttons are with this setup. I wish I had a high punch that hit ducking opponents. Come on, Jax.
Jax wins. Round 3. Fight. You're still trying. You're still trying to win.
I love it when he stuns you and then taunts you and still has time to recover.
Fight.
Gotta learn my run button.
Jax wins. Round 2. Fight. You're still.
Ow.
Make me laugh. 3. Fight.
I've heard of Freaky Flyers, I've never played it. I don't know the first thing about it. If it was 90s Midway, I was probably playing this right here. I did play the Midway's Gauntlet Legends. I got to play that in the arcade. That was a lot of fun. And the fact that you could like put a password in and save your character like blew my mind back in the day. Never seen anything like that before.
Fight.
I tried to grab him, and Jax just like bashed me over the head for it. It's like, stop that. Hold low punch. Forward, down, down, forward.
Fight. Superb.
Some of the most Midway ways to unlock stuff. It's like when you power the game on at the Midway title screen, hold the left trigger button on the Player 2 controller while dancing up and down, and you'll hear a beep. And then when you get to the main menu, call your mother a skank, and smoke will run onto the screen and will now be playable.
Fight.
Ah, chopper attack. Yeah, Midway had its fair share of classics. A lot of their games felt very lazy, though. Like, I remember Chopper Attack graphically was pretty lacking, and the music was very generic. It was a fun game for what it was. Yeah, NetherRealm. I don't really like NetherRealm as much as I do Midway, even though it's like 90% of the same staff, minus like John Tobias and Steve Ritchie. Be a wild man. We're gonna party tonight. Oh, it's Byzantine Purple Kano. Knife throw, down back, high punch. I really don't play as many characters on this top row, so this is gonna be kind of slow going here. Oh, he tripped me. I didn't see that coming. Oh yeah, Raiden's not around to kill everybody. I don't know, Raiden, he had the right idea. People just wouldn't trust him because it looked too rough along the way. And I don't blame him. I do find it strange that Raiden wasn't in this game. Oh wait, I have an air throw, don't I? Gotcha.
Wins. Round 3. Fight.
So sometimes in these early MK games, there are times that like if you blocked a move a player did, you'd be able to punish him, but the AI actually recovers faster. Because I think the game tells them like, what's a good example of this? It's basically like sometimes if the AI executes a move that should be punishable because you blocked it or dodged it or whatever, but you have to get into another frame or sprite to do it. So like let's say Sonya does something punishable, right? And I am in a situation where I can't punish her, but I need to like duck first and then I can, or I need to jump and then I can punish her, whatever it is. You basically get one move to punish, one movement to punish the AI. If you had to do 2 movements, the AI is going to start reacting to you again, and even if they should have been punishable, they won't be, and they'll pull you out of whatever you were trying to do. Next time it happens, I'll try to call it out.
Round 1. Fight.
You like that get up knife throw interrupt? That was the first time in the history of humankind that a ducking high kick was ever used. Oh, I forgot she had that.
Wins. Round 3. Fight.
Dumb.
Finish it. Wins.
Nor will you. Yeah, I hope you took a screenshot because no one uses that. And it's virtually useless against the AI. You could find some use for it in a player match, but probably not going to see that too much against the AI. When you fight the AI, you want big, powerful moves that knock them back or send them into punishment frames, because they'll just recover extremely fast and then punch you in the face. I have started to use like the ducking low kick a little bit more. If you just need like a quick hit to finish a round or something. Oh, I misjudged that. I don't like Kano. He's one of my least favorite characters. He did get significantly better when they made him Australian, though. Come on, Motaro. Yeah, when we do UMK3, you'll see uppercuts hit a lot more consistently versus Motaro. But it's just Detroit Whiff City here. Whoa.
Wins.
Will the knife reflect against Motaro? I want to see it. It does. It looks dumb, but it does. Oh, pfft. Oh boy. If you're talking about Noob Kano, I guess he is.
Fight.
Got him.
Wins.
Bomb a submarine on the other end of the map between waves 1 and 2 to get to bonus stage. JC, welcome to the Coalition Prod. I guess I best start using your code name. Don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. Thank you. Yeah, man, saving money. It's typical Midway laziness in the 90s. Heck into the 2000s. I remember the first time I beat MK Armageddon and saw Blaze's death animation. I was like, wait a minute, this is just Onaga's. Why did he feel the need to taunt there in danger status? Let's see. High punch. Oh, Liu Kang doesn't have his pop-up in vanilla. Just low kick, high kick, low kick. Okay. Hey, JLW, long time no see, man. How you been? I finally downloaded Fightcade earlier, so hopefully next time we get together to play DT on Friday, I can join in. Cobra Malibu Unlimited, thanks for helping me on your skill set. No problem, that's why I did it. Because you too can beat Mortal Kombat 2. Makes a great party trick. At least you'll still be flying half a ship. What is it? Run, block, low kick.
Round 1. Fight.
See what I mean? You can just sit there. It does like no damage, but it will push him back. Oh, that sucks.
Liu Kang wins. Round 2. Fight.
This is a pretty decent PC that I'm using. Much better than the ones I had back in the good old days, but it's probably going to start showing its age here pretty soon. He probably would. He's like me. He likes different characters in fighting games and other games. Pretty much the only fighting games I touch these days are stuff like this and then Tekken 7. I play a whole lot of T7. Admiral McFish should start a shoot 'em up channel and play some Aero Fighters, I think. The old, I forget who makes that game, but that had a lot of secret characters in it. Thanks for stopping by, JC. Have a safe trip home. And remember, the most silent way to eliminate Manderly is the Get Gun takedown. Yeah, you're correct. So we are on Liu Kang. So that means we beat Shang Tsung, Sindel, Jax, Kano. So Liu Kang is the 5th one. Basically the last one on the top row here. I'm hoping this won't go as long as MK2 did. We did MK2 last week and that stream legit took 5 hours. Liggy, I'll lick it. How in the world? How long does the hitbox stay out on that kick? You like that instant frame perfect duck and uppercut of a roundhouse there? Let me guess, they found my MK2 video. That video, man. So many people comment on that thing. Yeah, that's me. It's usually either that or Li Chaolan, depending on what age you caught me at. I almost tried to name this channel that, just because there's a large subset of like internet people that know me as Lee, but I wanted to create something unique for doing gaming reviews, which was the idea was I was just going to be just like the Angry Video Game Nerd, only with less expletives. And so I was like, well, I should choose something unique that's not like, you know, like Li Chaolan's a cool username, definitely, but it's also like a copyrighted character. So I was like, well, if I ever do go anywhere with this, I want it to be a name I came up with. It's unique, so that's what I went with. Although I think sometimes the YouTube algorithm screws me because Torentsu and torrenting have some similar words in there. And so they're like, well, we don't want to promote illicit downloading activities. Ow. I should pay attention. What is my combo? Low kick, high kick, low kick. It just occurred to me that Liu Kang is wearing what looks like Chicago Bulls colors. And this game was made in Chicago, so that's probably where they got those sweatpants at.
Liu Kang wins.
Merlin and the boys, yeah. Back in the good old days. Playing net play Duraku Tenshi on Caliero, playing with Merlin with 300 ping connection, and dude was still just like dropping cool combos like it was nothing. Yeah, I miss that guy. He doesn't really game anymore, so he's not around the Discord or anything, but Merlin was a cool cat. Hopefully one day he comes back on the scene. Oh yeah, I've still got my password and everything for it. I pretty much just redirect all the traffic to the Discord now. Liu Kang doesn't really have any good stuff against Shao Kahn that I know of. I might try to bicycle kick him, I don't know. Or he could just block it even though he's wide open. Funny story about Liu Kang when MK3 had come out, and so there was a place not far from where I live now that Dad had rented this machine out to, and I remember it was the summer, so I was home from school, and he had gone up to take the quarters out of the machine because MK3 was of course killing it. Everybody was playing MK3, doing real good for our business, and he came back and was like, "Hey son, I saw someone beat this whole game on 2 quarters, which is 1 credit, because back in the day this game was 2 quarters for 1 credit. And I was like, let me guess, he did the trick where you pick smoke and you get Shao Kahn in the infinite loop. And he's like, no, he beat him with Liu Kang. It's like, how did he do it? He's like, I don't know, because I'm a dad and I don't know anything about games.
Round 1. Fight.
Yeah, Merlin's a little bit older than us, yeah. Oh, I forgot I can do leg grab combos. Sweet.
Round 2. Fight.
What is the leg grab? It's gonna be tough to do on this controller setup. I should have put my block button at the bottom instead of run.
Wins. Round 1. Fight.
Your soul is mine. Well, I guess I could do it with 3 fingers. Yeah, that would work.
Wins. Round 2. Fight.
I don't think Sonya has a pop-up in vanilla either, which is annoying. What do we got? I don't know. Her fatality.
Round 1.
Back, forward, down, down, run. Definitely human smoke.
Wins. Round 2.
Like, no contest. Human smoke. Particularly his MK2 and MK9
Sonya wins.
incarnations. I actually have an action figure of MK2 smoke.
Fight.
That I bought at a Walgreens in the Mississippi Delta of all places. I had a family member that lived there at one point, and I was down visiting them and
Sonya wins.
found it at a pharmacy of all places.
Fight.
To this day, when I go in a pharmacy, I always check the toys to see if they have any Mortal Kombat stuff. Because CVS and Walgreens, you never know what kind of weird stuff they're going to have. Usually all I find nowadays is like Halo stuff, which is dumb. Unless you like Halo, I guess.
Round 1. Fight.
Yeah, competitively speaking, Human Smoke is a better Scorpion in UMK3. In 9, he was like the definitive anti-zoner character. Guy had so much anti-zoning stuff.
2. Fight.
Ooh. Oh, there was another ducking high kick.
Wins. Round 3. Fight.
Gotcha. Got it. That's probably her best fatality just because of how simple it is, like in the whole series.
Round 1. Fight.
This is the last character on the top row. We start getting into the fun characters next. Yeah, that's the thing about the gore, like, as long as it's like quick to the point and not like just Saw level like torture stuff, I'm okay with it. Because I feel like the games have just gotten too like ridiculous with the fatalities. Like fatalities shouldn't be more than like 5 seconds long, if that. How many nets you got in there, dude? Yeah, Kerry Hoskins has aged remarkably well.
Round 3. Fight.
I have not. Twitter is a dumpster fire. I try not to get on there because it makes my brain hurt. But I will look into it since you mentioned it. I've seen like some of the MK Secrets crew and the gang has done like interviews with her in modern times, and she still looks good.
Fight.
Very fit, very healthy lady. I love that throw just because it's ridiculous.
Wins. Round 2. Fight.
AI's going a little hard in the paint on this round. Don't you use a fatality on me.
Cyrax wins. Sonya. Round 1. Fight.
Whoa, I just bicycle kicked right through that net. Not that time.
Cyrax wins.
I just got crossed up in an MK game.
Fight.
Gosh, I love that leg grab. That's like one of her best moves.
Flawless victory.
I actually really like Sonya too. I used her a lot in MKX, MK10, whatever you want to call it. She's probably the closest thing I had to a main in that game was Sonya. I used to like the military stance, and then the combos you could do with the leg grab were a lot of fun. It's just such a satisfying combo ender.
Finish him. Sonya wins.
Motaro.
Fight.
Have you seen the Wham City Comedy UMK3 stage play sketch? I have not, but I want to now that you mention it. I don't know what that is, but it sounds like something I would be interested in. Oh, come on, Motaro.
Round 2. Fight. Sonya wins.
He is actually not in MK3, but I did him last week when we did MK2. This is just vanilla MK3, so unfortunately it doesn't have Johnny Cage. Although Johnny Cage was one of the last characters to have an actual sprite made for MK Trilogy. All the other characters, they just stole the MK2 sprites.
Fight.
Yeah, he was. Played by the mysterious Chris Alexander, I think was that guy's name.
Sonya wins. Round 2.
How do you guys feel about X-Men Children of the Atom? If there's interest, I've been thinking about playing through that on stream.
Don't make me laugh.
That game's a lot tougher because Magneto is really, really hard.
You never win.
Alright, now we're getting to the fun characters. We get to play as Striker. A lot of people hate on Striker. I love Striker. Just because he's just like, you know, just a regular guy trying to make his way through this crazy Mortal Kombat landscape. I'll have to look that up. I was not aware of a loop in that. I do know that Magneto is somewhat susceptible to anti-air or in the air moves. Because the way I used to beat him as a kid was when I would get to Magneto, I would swap to Sentinel and just do the wrench, hit the overhead wrench hit in the air. And usually you could get him to just sit there and take that over and over again. Unfortunately, I have no riot gun in this version. He didn't get that till Ultimate. Coda's no MK3, but it's a fun game. I love X-Men Children of the Atom. I was talking to some of the local FGC about maybe we'll stream it, I don't know. I'm not like pro level at Coda, so the matches should be interesting because we don't know all the infinites and stuff. Sometimes two people who are learning the game can make for like the best matches. Well, that didn't work. Get them with a deep jump in and they always counterattack and they'll always take the hit. I'll remember that.
Round one, fight.
Shiva is another character I actually really like that everybody hates. Especially now in MK11 that she's got the stomp.
Well done.
Positively shocking.
Striker wins. Fatality. Round one, fight.
It's red and blue Striker. We can play that game if you want to. You don't spit into the wind, you don't tug on Superman's coat, you don't get into a grenade fest with AI Striker. Maybe you do, I don't know. Oh, that's so dumb. And then he's going to use the fatality on me. What if Midway had made it so that, like, when you played the game, if somebody did a fatality on a character, they were unselectable until the next time the machine was reset? So they actually killed Dragon Stance. Dragon Stance is not near as useful as it was. but the stomp is still really good. Like, if you know what you're doing with it, it's still really good. The problem is really that, and Tom Brady harps on this all the time, MK Tom Brady, not the quarterback for, not the Patriots, I forget who he's with now, they just won the Super Bowl. Like, they designed MK11 to be a game supposedly about the neutral, the fighting game neutral, but then they basically gave all of the top tier characters like a super game plan that like just breaks all of that, like your Jackies and your Cetrions and those type of characters. And then so you've got the rest of the cast like Shao Kahn, which is just terrible. And then you have characters like Shiva who can compete only because they have one really good move. In Shiva's case, it's the stomp. So it's like you really can't take Shiva's really good stomp away because then she's like bottom tier. But at the same time, it's so strong that it carries her, so it's kind of a problem. NetherRealm hasn't really shown me that they know how to fix something like that. Like, MK10 definitely had its problems, but I don't know, the balance in this one seems pretty whack to me. And I don't even play MK11 anymore. I got burnt out on it. I never even bought the last set of characters for Ultimate. That's the first time I've never bought character DLC for a Mortal Kombat game. It's kind of sad. I don't know, they probably will kill Shiva Stomp and just like bust her, make her completely useless. But like you said, talking about flow of money, she is a DLC character, so you want people to buy her, so. Yeah. Again, Tom Brady does a really good video about Shao Kahn's problems, and just like design wise, a lot of his stuff makes no sense. Like as far as his fatal blow requirements and like some of his frame data for stuff he has to do, it just doesn't make any sense. Like Shao Kahn, all of his strongest stuff is like right up in your face because he's Shao Kahn, he's a brawler, he's a physical character, right? But one of his crushing blow requirements is you had to hit the opponent 3 times with his projectile spear. It's like, okay, but you know, zoning is not really his strength. Why am I ever going to be on the other side of the screen chucking projectiles all day long as Shao Kahn? Because I don't even think it's that good of a projectile. Fair and honest Shao Kahn, yeah. He's pretty honest in MK11. Like I said, if you want to see just how sad, like I'm pretty sure he's bottom dead last tier. And if you want to go see why, go look at Tom Brady's breakdown of him. He did. It's really in depth and pretty good. Alright, here's my boy. I've been looking forward to this one. I love smoke. It's my favorite. So much good anti-AI tech. Shout outs if you remember my old sketch comedy bit that used that clip of the world blowing up.
Fight.
I know Riven Mike does because he starred in it if he's still watching.
Smoke wins. Round 2. Fight. Finish him.
Oops, I messed that up.
Wins. Flawless victory.
I believe it's run and block, down, forward, up. Yeah.
Fight. Smoke wins. Round 2. Fight. Finish her.
Got time to get up and go get some coffee while you're waiting on that one.
Wins. Fatality. Round 1. Fight. Well done.
Can't drop that combo in the middle of it or they'll punish you hard.
Smoke wins. Round 2. Fight. Well done. Superb. Finish him.
Bonk.
Wins. Fatality. Round 1. Fight. Smoke wins.
Essentially, yeah, the speedrun tech. I believe actual UMK3 speedrunners use Smoke because of his AI exploits. UMK3 has some speedrun tech called coin door skip. And so for some reason they figured out if you put credits on the machine in between matches, the transition goes by faster. I don't know if it works in this one or not. Let's see. Yeah, it does. Do you see how quick that transition was?
Fight.
That only happens if you're putting credits on the machine for whatever dumb reason. Because Midway. Good old ketchup. If Sector and Cyrax were ketchup and mustard, what does that make Smoke? Like A1 sauce? Worcestershire sauce? Dang, Sub-Zero. It's gonna be all she wrote for that. I'd say so, yeah. He beat the other guy, so just show of dominance. The soy sauce.
Wins. Round 2. Fight.
Nice slide. Smoke is a soy boy. Banned.
Fatality.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start an MK channel and just be speak with a obviously somewhere in Europe, ketchup and mustard, and just be like this European smoke player who does like trash MK tutorials. It'll be my alter ego. Do they make a blue sauce? I'm thinking that smoke should be closer to like A1 sauce or something. One of those like store brand like sauces that has a real smoky flavor. And then if we could figure out a blue condiment, then that could be Sub-Zero. I guess it could be like that, was it the 90s or 2000s when they came out with the multicolored ketchup? It could be like that. Hickory smoke, yeah. The hickory smoke flavored. I hope one day a ROM of that old MK version that has the ketchup and smoke, mustard in it leaks. That would be fun to play that. I think there was JLW. I really do think there was. That's what we're thinking about. Nice whiff. Unfortunately, Smoke doesn't have much good Motaro tech other than his auto combos, and sometimes they're kind of finicky on him for whatever reason. Yeah, I think you're right. You're right. It was Heinz. Because I remember they had 3 or 4 different flavors, and like one of them was green, and I think there was like a purple. I always forget how little damage that does.
Wins. Round 3. Fight.
Bow. Where did my health go? Oh, pff. One hit would have had him.
Fight.
Purple Heinz running through my head. Smoke's uppercut is terrible. Oh, nice.
Smoke wins. Round 2.
Yeah, probably because nobody wanted to eat it, so I couldn't use it all. Gosh, that uppercut is terrible. Couldn't hit the backside of a barn. Got him.
Smoke wins. Round 1. Fight.
I may be imagining that there was a blue one. It might have just been the purple. Yeah, this is the arcade goer strat here. What? Never seen him block that like that before. You're trash, Shao Kahn. Or maybe I am. Who knows? Your uppercut is terrible, Smoke. I think the robot uppercut in general is just terrible because sometimes it's Fox McCloud, yeah. Sometimes you'll catch Shao Kahn in the net as Cyrax and uppercut him and it'll just go straight through him. Which doesn't make sense because the net sprite is really almost the same as the other sprites, but whatever. R.I.P. Smoke, you're one of the good ones. Now Frosty Boy. Now this guy, I don't really know them that well, but he has a lot of anti-AI shenanigans that you can do. Mostly involving the ice clone because that thing is just stupid broken and vanilla. I watched some guy go through the entire arcade mode just spamming ice clone and just wrecking the AI. But unfortunately I don't know the trickery dickory dock behind it. Ow. Ow. You can actually do punches into freeze in this, unlike in MK2 where you can almost never freeze the AI at any time. They apparently took that criticism to heart because in UMK3 and MK3 sometimes the AI will just stand there and let you hit them with a projectile. I guess it's because you had some characters in MK2 that were essentially useless as far as projectiles go because the AI will just always block it or dodge it or whatever it is. If it's a long-standing projectile with a long startup, they'll probably punish you. Or if it's a quick one, they'll just block it and then do whatever. What do we got? The Fox McCloud Memorial School for people who can't uppercut good. Yeah. Take care, JLW. I do appreciate you stopping by. It's good to talk to you again. Hopefully I see you around the Discord. I pretty much stream every Monday night, so feel free to drop in anytime. Bad Jacks. I love characters in MK3 with those big nasty auto combos like Shiva and Sub-Zero. So what is that? Block, 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 run, block, run. Ah, I guessed wrong there. I thought he was going to do a ball and he ended up just running up, so I ate the hit. I shouldn't have.
Sub-Zero. Round 1. Fight.
Oh, his uppercut sucks. He can't punish that. I can punish that. See how he just kind of stood there and took the projectile? Sometimes they'll do that. I don't know. What? Frosty.
Sub-Zero wins. Round 1. Fight. Sub-Zero wins. Round 2. Fight.
I knew he was going to do that. I don't know why I thought I could get away with that. Ah! Yeah, you can kind of screw around with the AI with the ice clone. It's actually kind of fun.
Sub-Zero wins. Round 2.
Fight. Ooh, you like that uppercut?
Sub-Zero wins.
I think you can ice clone Shao Kahn if I remember correctly. Or maybe it just disappears because lazy Midway. Okay. I'll take that trade all day long, GameStop.
Fight.
Cyrax, another one of my favorites. Love Cyrax.
Outstanding.
I walked into a KB Toys during the 90s with my mom and found a Cyrax action figure. Still have to this day, using it as a decoration in my game room.
Cyrax wins. Flawless victory.
He's usually nearby, but I think my daughter ran off with him, so I'd bring him up on stream, but who knows where he is right now.
Cyrax wins. Fatality.
I love it.
Round one. Fight.
Yeah, like sometimes that uppercut will just go straight through whoever it is.
Fight. Finisher. Cyrax.
What's the other one? Down, down, forward, up. Up motion's kind of annoying on this controller.
Fight. Superb. Well done. Cyrax wins. Round two. Fight. Well done.
I love doing that.
Cyrax wins. Fatality. Round one. Fight. Superb.
Oof.
Well done.
At least you didn't hit me with a big long 48 damage one. That one's killer.
Two. Fight.
Ah, it's MK11. Ah. Here, let me eat some more stomps. Oops.
wins. Round 2. Fight.
How did that not blow him up? Whoa.
Cyrax wins.
Never seen that happen before.
Fight.
Oh no. I could have had him.
Striker wins. Cyrax. Round 1.
For Cyrax, we've only got one row left.
Cyrax wins. Round 2. Fight. Finish him. Cyrax wins. Round 1.
Old buddies, old friends. That AI actually stopped blocking in the middle of that. Nice. He was just not going to give up on that slide till he finally caught me with it.
Cyrax wins. Round 2. Fight. Finish him. Cyrax wins. Round 1. Fight.
Back up. Back up, BoJack Horseman. I checked out some of that Lord BBH stuff earlier when he was golfing. And then he was doing some King of Fighters as well.
Cyrax wins. Round 1. Fight.
Gosh, I love Cyrax.
Wins. Flawless victory. Round 2. Fight.
Ow. 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 Drat.
3. Fight. Cyrax Fight.
Yeah.
You're still trying to
I'm surprised the net works on Shao Kahn. A lot of moves, Midway was just like, nah, we don't want to program an animation for that with Shao Kahn. So they didn't. So the move either won't come out or it just goes right through him. Sector. We get to play around with some heat-seeking missiles. I always thought that was a very interesting move. It's a shame you can't use it for more. And if the AI or enemy player is in like a kick or something, it doesn't damage them. Which I guess that kind of helps balance it out because you can't avoid it.
fight.
I did, but I didn't get what you meant. I only briefly watched it. I need to go back and watch it a little more in depth and pay attention. But I'm not surprised. MK2 is full of stupid stuff like that. Look at it, just spamming missiles.
Round 2. Fight. Finish him. Sector wins. Flawless victory. Round 1. Fight.
Bing, ding. Win segments in early MK games are really screwy. Like, have you ever seen pro UMK3 players? They do that trick, like, after the round is over, they can keep, like, ducking and blocking. But I don't know how you do it.
Sector wins.
Oh yeah, MK Gold is like stupid broken, I know that. And Sector is like one of the best characters in the game, is he not? Maybe that's what I need to play, some MK Gold, and just see how stupid broken it is. So anytime you knock the opponent down like that, you can get a free teleport uppercut against the AI. They'll always fall for it. Not uppercuts, but like a knockdown or a stage transition, you usually can.
Sector wins. Round 1. Fight. Wins.
Kano is a Pano.
Fight. Sector wins.
Gold Sector might be one of the most busted things in the franchise. And this is counting like stuff like MK9 Sonya. I know that MK4 has like the max damage system, which is supposed to stop infinite combos, but there are a lot of characters that you can find ways to reset it with because it's just so busted. I don't think max damage is just a bad idea. It's just typical Midway laziness kind of screwed it over. Or Eurocom, who... I don't know if Eurocom just published MK Gold or if they actually developed it. They may have developed it because they were making that B-Lock guy that never made it in. Oh yeah, MK Armageddon Serena. I always forget about her. Poor Serena. Hasn't been playable in a game since that and the one on the Game Boy Advance. Which you might as well not be playable if you're playable in the Game Boy Advance game. That freeze lasted for so long, he had time to get hit by a missile, get up, walk to the other side of the screen, and attack me. They wanted you to get that free hit. Punch you in the cock. Toasty. Did not see him ducking there.
Round 3. Fight.
Oh, that stupid uppercut won't get. There we go. Okay, so you can can hit him with the uppercut there if you wait till he lands. Otherwise, you'll miss him in the air. Or maybe you don't. It's wildly inconsistent. Nice.
Wins. Round 1. Fight.
Just shoot Shao Kahn in the face with a missile.
You're still trying to fight. Never.
Shao Kahn, he's so OP. His high punch is a mid.
Sector wins. Round 3. Fight.
Ouch. You ever been knocked out of the air by a hammer?
Sector. Round 1. Fight.
I was over at a friend's house one time and he had this big ball peen hammer. And I jumped off the bed and he hit me with it and I went flying 6 feet out the window. Some guy stuck his head in the door and yelled toasty.
Sector wins. Round 2. Fight.
I want to know where to get those spiky shin guards dude's got. Those things are fly. I guess you could say he looks sharp. Oh, what are you talking about? What? You're trash, Khan.
Nightwolf. Choose your destiny. Outstanding. Round 1.
Nightwolf. Let's see if I can remember how to play Nightwolf. He's essentially like MK3 Johnny Cage because he's got the charge.
Well done.
And that hatchet. If you're really super fly, you can hit like 2 or 3 of those hatchet swipes in a combo.
Fight.
Yeah, it's a good point, right? His outfit really sticks out. Dang it.
Nightwolf wins.
See, we got shoulder ram, we got arrow shot, hatchet swipe, projectile reflection. The input is probably too long to be much use against the AI.
Nightwolf wins. Round 1. Fight.
High punch, low punch, down forward, high punch.
Nightwolf wins. Round 2. Fight. Superb. Finish him. Nightwolf wins.
Remember that time they came out with that cartoon series and they made Nightwolf into like a computer hacker geek that like turned into a wolf or something? What? I like that in the 90s Mortal Kombat was this shocking violent thing that used like real life actors, never been seen before. And they're gonna be like, oh yeah, this game is for adults only, it's violent. And then they're gonna make a kids cartoon series out of it. Like, who are you guys trying to fool? Like, we all know good and well who's at the arcade playing this game. Not fooling anybody.
Fight.
Ding-ding-ding. Okay, Jax, your combo was longer. What the frick was that? Man, I thought that show was cool as like the other side of the pillow when I was a kid, man. It used to come on fairly early on Sunday mornings on, I think, USA. My parents probably just wanted to kill themselves, but I was just like enamored with it. I thought it was so good. And then I went back and watched all the clips on YouTube and like the previously on Defenders of the Realm compilations and that type of stuff. Dang it. That round did not go as planned. Dang. Wait, there was a Rambo animated series? I gotta look this up afterwards. I'm pretty sure the Mortal Kombat Defenders of the Realm people were the same ones that did that Darkstalkers cartoon that was like short-lived. Dang it.
Wins. Nightwolf. Round 1. Fight.
Darkstalkers, the series. There was a Darkstalkers OVA, but it definitely was not for kids. It was a lot more mature, at least as far as I remember. But the series was hot garbage. Oh, they made a Street Fighter one too, because there's the clip of Bison going, "Yes! Yes!" Bzzz.
Wins. Fatality. Round 1. Fight.
What?
Wins. Round 2. Fight.
Get toasted. Swept too early. Or late, rather.
Fight.
That was an example of that thing I was talking about earlier, where if it takes you more than 1 or 2 frames to get to the damage, the AI wins out.
Finish him. Nightwolf wins. Round 1. Fight.
I didn't know that. Don't you know some kids that didn't know that existed unlocked that and were just like, what is this? Okay, you guys don't know. It's time for the Torentsu MK lore minute. You guys don't know how awesome Nightwolf is. Like, he's legit one of the most powerful characters in the Mortal Kombat series, and everybody forgets about it. But like in MK3, when Shao Kahn basically took over the Earth and kidnapped the souls of everybody on Earth, Nightwolf used his magic to protect his entire tribe from the Outworld invasion, saved all of them. Let's see. Of course, he fought with the Earthrealm warriors in the events of MK3. Dude used to hang out with Raiden all the time. What else? So in MK Deception, I believe it was him that used his magic to separate Reptile from the Dragon King, Onaga. And he also teamed up with Shujinko to defeat Onaga as well, if I remember correctly. MK9, Sindel shows up just killing people left and right. Not this guy. Nightwolf was having none of it. Legit one of the best, strongest characters in the series. We trash Shao Kahn. Time for best girl. I don't care what you haters say, I really like Shiva. Even in the trash MK3 Shiva. What's that big nasty combo she has? I gotta remember how to do it. Her fireball is useful at least. I'm pretty sure you get a freestanding high kick after her throw. Or you do an ultimate, I don't know about this one. Yeah, it must just be ultimate. I remember seeing this game in operation for the first time and the attract mode was up. And it was a match between Shiva and some other opponent. And I was immediately like, oh, it's Goro's sister.
Shiva wins. Round 2. Fight. Finish him. Shiva wins. Round 1. Fight.
Stupid multi-throw.
Wins. Round 2. Fight. Well done.
And he throws me. I guess I should put my surprise Pikachu face away considering it's the AI. Outstanding.
Wins. Shiva.
The player that manages to defeat the other players, to empty the other player's HP bar first, that's going to be the player that's going to win the match every time. Unless you're at a tournament and you make a variation name that offends Netherrealm. In that case, you'll still lose.
Fight. Finish him. Shiva wins. Round one. Fight.
Yeah. I mean, just look at Nightwolf. Just like one hand picking up a daggum Shokin monster. Just like one hand throws her over his shoulder. What a boss. It's like the Chad Nightwolf versus the Virgin Liu Kang. Yeah, that's gonna be a touchdown. When Sub-Zero removes the spine from the body, that's always gonna be a fatality there.
Wins. Round one. Fight. Well done. Wins. Round two. Fight. Superb.
That's one problem with that fatality. She tries to throw instead of doing the fatality.
Fight. Shiva wins. Round two. Fight.
Nice.
Wins. Round three. Fight.
Ow. As soon as I saw him walking back, I knew what was coming.
Round one. Fight.
What? Shiva does have a pretty good uppercut.
Shiva wins.
Sometimes you can't uppercut certain jump ins, but Shiva can get away with some of them. Thanks for throwing me out of the corner, that was nice.
Finish him. Shiva wins.
I could do more fatalities if I was playing on a pad, but they're kind of hard to do on a stick. But I guess it makes our quote-unquote speed run faster anyway, so... It went right through him.
Shiva wins. Round two. Fight.
Stop whiffing.
Wins.
When Shao Kahn invades the Earth Realm through Mortal Kombat, that's going to be devastating there, Mike. Shiva and Shao Kahn is a bad matchup because her hitbox is so high. Hurtbox, hitbox, whatever you want to call it. Oh, he baited me. Got you baited. Oh, you can stomp him. I forgot you could stomp.
Shiva wins. Round 3, fight.
Oh, nice low punch, Shiva. Thanks a lot. You're trash, Shao Kahn. Now here's a character I don't play a lot in MK3. I may learn something along with the audience here. Is this the first time we've been to this level? I don't remember seeing the bell tower thus far. I love that throw, it's so stupid. Liggy, I lig it!
Round 2, fight.
Let's see, I've got this. What else does he have? It's got a pretty nice 34% dial combo. What is...
Finish him.
So...
Fatality. Round 1, fight. Wins. Round 2.
Steve Ritchie was just such a great announcer for this series. I wish they could get him back, but with his ear problems, I doubt it. Yeah, the nonsense yelling is strong with this one.
Finisher. Wins. Round 1, fight. Wins. Round 2, fight. Wins.
He's just like, darn.
Friendship again. Round 1, fight. Well done.
Ow, ow. What?
Shiva wins. Round 2, fight. Wins. Round 3, fight.
Eat blade. Oh, the fatality. Yeah, the Shiva, please. I guess that shows you how bad I am at MK11. So when Shiva came out, I was like, okay, I'm going to get back into this game now because I'm going to main Shiva because I always liked Shiva, and now she's finally in a modern MK game. And I guess by what everybody's saying today, I should have just, you know, cleaned house just using Shiva Stomp, but I never did. I guess that's how trash I am at MK11. But for serious, I did have a lot of success with her Stomp. Like, it was pretty easy to hit people with it. Considering how easy it is to deal with in this game. Oh, a slide? Really? How original.
Sub-Zero wins. Round 2, fight.
A lot of the zones in MK3 have the Tekken 4 problem, and that the environments are just not that exciting. I mean, the gameplay and all that's fine, but I mean, this is just like literally on an overpass somewhere. It's a very urban setting compared to MK2's, like, I don't even know what you call it, like a horror theme with like the wastelands and stuff like that. He threw me. You gonna air kick today, Kung Lao, or are you just gonna keep taking hits?
Sub-Zero wins. Round 3, fight.
Ah, one more hit, I would have had him. Guess I should have got it at the beginning, huh?
Round 1, fight.
Get that ice shower out of here. We We got a central heating in this house. Oh yeah.
Wins. Round 1. Fight.
Ow. I gotta do better with his auto combos here. What is it? Just, oh, okay. Mission failed. We'll get him next time. Your auto combos are trash, Kung Lao. Kung Lao also has a little bit of his MK2 float left, so he's kind of difficult to beat Motaro with. Oh nice, I get punished on hit. That's great. Yeah, like he goes to start his low kick combo, but it doesn't hit. Like you're close enough for him to start attempting it, but it won't hit. There we go.
Wins. Round 3. Fight.
Ow. Got it.
Wins. Round 1. Fight. Wins. Round 2. Fight.
You're trash, Shao Kahn. Cabal. Above all, it's Cabal. Oh yeah, we're beating last week's time by a long shot. And Cabal shouldn't be too tricky considering he has probably the best containment move in the whole game. A slew and bevy of combos. That was a COD reference. Thank you for stopping by.
Wins. Round 1. Fight.
Yeah, some of that pro level combo stuff there. Like, why they thought he needed to be able to do that with the fastest containment in the game, I have no idea.
Fight. Finish him.
It's like, this sounds like a good idea.
Cabal wins. Round 1. Fight. Fight. Superb.
And even if you waste time and don't get to them, they're stunned after they break out of the spin animation. It's so dumb.
Wins. Round 3. Fight.
You best start believing in a game where Cabal is top tier. You're in one. Actually, I think classic Sub-Zero or regular Sub-Zero edges him out just by a little bit in this because of the ice claw.
Round 1. Fight.
But in UMK3, Cabal is top tier without question. Although I suppose you could make an argument for Human Smoke because he does give Cabal kind of a hard time sometimes. But the spin is just so good.
Nightwolf wins. Round 2. Fight. Well done.
Ding, 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 ding.
Round 3. Fight.
Gosh, that is so good.
Cabal wins. Round 1. Fight.
I remember during the MK11 open beta, Cabal was like one of the best characters because his Fatal Blow was completely safe on block. And in a game where Fatal Blow is just something that's given to you for losing, essentially, that's really, really good. Just like a free 35 damage to use as many times as you want. That's completely safe. And I believe it hit mid, if I remember correctly, so you couldn't duck it. You just had to block it and then get ready to take whatever follow-up pressure he was going to use.
Fight.
Like, that is super easy to do. Like, that's not even hard. That's low kick, high punch, down, high punch. And then just jump. It's so easy. It's like 30 or 40 damage.
Wins. Round 2. Fight.
And then he's got an air projectile. Which Cabal experts can get the thing like almost just like a few inches above the ground so that you have to block it.
Round 3. Fight.
Oh, and it also instantly recovers almost when done in the air. Oh, that should have hit. Brutality. Honey Badger don't care.
Fight.
Oh! Oh. I don't think he's top tier in MK11. He was really good in 9.
Fight.
Nothing much, Honey Badger don't care. What's up with you? Just finishing off this MK3 run here. You're just in time to see us Cabal our way into the finish line. If I can stop getting beat by Kano. Because I'm bad.
Fight.
Kano Ball. Do it. Do it. That's what I thought. That's what it's about, man.
Wins. Round 2. Fight.
I love that combo. It's so fun. 37 damage.
Finish him.
I don't think that's how that works, but okay.
Fatality.
What you got, Motaro?
Fight.
He's even got a good anti-Motaro uppercut. Cabal probably was not top tier in MK Armageddon, I don't think. And if I remember correctly, he was in MK Deception as well, so I don't think he was top there. I haven't looked at the MK Deception tier list in many years, though.
Fight.
I mean, it's just a testament to NetherRealm. Like, either they have no clue what balance is, either they're playing favorites, or they're just really clueless. Because, like, take Cabal here. He has the best containment move in the game, in this game. He has a fireball that he can do in the air and can, like, do just off the ground to make it an instantaneous projectile. The ground razor is useless, but I mean, that's just icing on top. He doesn't need that. And then if you look at his list of auto combos, he's got a 19%, a 25, a 28, another 25, another 28. Some characters only have a few auto combos and they're all useless, but this guy just gets everything. And it's not even a case of like MK11 Shiva, where like if you take her best move away, she has nothing. I mean, he's just got a pop-up, he's got a tornado spin, he's got a fireball. All of it synergizes together, works together really well. He's just that good. A carton of Marlboro Reds is a bush light.
Fight.
Kano probably drinks natty ice or whatever it is. I don't drink, so you guys will have to fill me in on like the alcohol tier list. It's time. Like the people I hung around with in college always said that like Natty Light, or is it Keystone, that was Tasted like piss. It was like the low tier. I don't remember. I don't know beer. I don't know anything about it. Look at Cabal. Look at Cabal here. He's in the desert from holes. He's going to rescue Stanley Yelnats. Yeah, Armageddon's problem was that so many characters were just copy-paste. If you weren't one of the like chosen few, you were just kind of like, whatever tier. Let's do a... That's Monday night tradition. Let's do a Google search. MK Deception. I spelled tier list wrong, but it's okay. Google will fix it for me. Okay, according to Shock, and I will definitely trust what he has to say, one of the best MK players there is. If you play in the PS2 and Xbox version, the tier list, the top 5 is Daryu. Who remembers Daryu, by the way? Bo Raicho, Noob Smoke, Cobra, that's another character we'll never see again, and then Scorpion. And then the bottom 5 are Kenshi, Sindel, Lee Mei, Sub-Zero, and Kira. I could see Kira showing up again. For all the talk about Havoc coming back, he's number 15 out of 24. And Cabal was 9th tier, which is a pretty good place to be in Deception, I guess. But I don't know like what the difference is between the top 3 and like 8, 9, 10. I used to main Melina. And apparently if you're playing the GameCube version, for whatever reason, Bo Raicho is top, and then it's Noob Saibot, Cobra, and Scorpion. Poor Shao Kahn is all the way down there at the bottom at number 24. And Goro is 17. I would like to see a tier list for Unchained as well, if I could. MK3 had a sick attract mode. Yeah, nobody's really talking about the Unchained characters. Probably not a whole lot of competitive play with MK Deception and Unchained. Yeah, I know. Shao Kahn has just had a kind of a rough go of it outside of like these games. Well, what I would find interesting is nobody includes the boss characters in MK Trilogy when they make tier lists because they usually ban them. It would be interesting to see where they rank. Because like obviously they have really strong moves and probably like 1 or 2 like follow-up combo type things, but I think honestly in the hands of a pro player, the normal characters are probably more deadly. But I don't know, they could be really stupid broken. It'd just be, I'd like to see somebody like Shock go against somebody that knew what they were doing using like Kentaro or somebody and see how they were. Anyway guys, it's 11:52. I think we'll call it here. We're 8 minutes early, which is awesome. I was afraid this would take a lot longer because there were so many more characters, but because of the easy mode tower and then the fact that you can, the AI isn't horrible, you can kind of blow through it. Now I'm interested to see what UMK3 next week is going to be like. We might actually have to split that one into 2 because there are so many characters in that game. Trilogy's fun. It's just busted, and there's not really a good version to play. If I was going to do trilogy like gameplay, the best one to play would be oh, what is that game called? That hack. MK Ultimate Cup Edition, I think, is the one that has rain. I have to play that. But anyway, it's sneaking up on my bedtime, and you guys should go to bed too. We kept consistently 5-6 viewers the whole stream, so you guys are awesome. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you're watching from South America or Europe or whatever, thanks so much for sticking around and watching at weird hours. If you're in America, it's late too. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, guys. We'll be back Monday night with UMK3. And be sure to like and sub if you haven't. And check out the Discord for all my gaming shenanigans and come talk with the crew. Later, guys. Take care.